Imagine staring at the same silent face every single night. The moon is watching you, but it never ever turns its back. For billions of years, a massive secret has been hiding just out of sight. Why is one side a smooth desert while the other looks like a jagged cosmic battlefield? Is there something we aren't meant to see? Today we are going behind the curtain to uncover why the moon is physically incapable of showing us its true scarred self. You've heard the phrase, the dark side of the moon, right? It sounds mysterious, like a place for secret bases or aliens. But here is the first reality check. That side isn't actually dark. It gets just as much sunlight as the side you see. It is only dark to us because it is hidden. We were blind to half of our closest neighbor until October 1959. That was when the Soviet Union's Luna 3 probe looped around the back and snapped the first grainy, noisy black and white photos. Don't miss our space mysteries. Click subscribe and hit the like button for more Beyond Explained content. Imagine the scientists' faces in Moscow. They expected to see more seas and familiar plains. Instead, they saw a chaotic mess of craters. It looked like a different planet entirely. No large dark spots, no man in the moon, just mountains of jagged, white, pulverized rock. Why would two halves of the same ball look so radically different? It's like a person with a perfect face but a scarred back. Let's talk about why the moon never turns. People think it doesn't rotate at all. That is a total myth. It definitely rotates. It just happens to spin at the exact same speed it orbits Earth. This is a phenomenon we call tidal locking. Think of a hammer thrower in the Olympics. As he spins, the heavy metal ball stays facing him. It never shows its back. The ball is rotating in space, but relative to the athlete, it's frozen. Earth is the athlete. The moon is the heavy ball. Gravity acts like an invisible, stretching hand. Long ago, the moon spun much faster, but Earth's gravity kept tugging at its rocky bulk. This tugging created tidal bulges. Blobs of rock pulled toward Earth. Eventually, this friction acted like a brake, slowing the moon down forever. It's a gravitational hug that became a permanent lock. Does it feel a bit claustrophobic to think we are stuck in this dance? But wait, if gravity locked both sides equally, why is our side smooth and the other side so incredibly rough and heavily cratered? The answer is actually under your feet. 4 billion years ago, the Earth wasn't this blue, cool paradise. It was a hellish fireball. Freshly formed from a massive collision, the young Earth was glowing at over 2,500 degrees Celsius. It was basically a star. Because the moon was so close back then, the Earth acted like a giant heat lamp, baking only the side facing it. Think of a marshmallow held near a campfire. One side gets toasted and soft, while the other side stays cold and hard rock. The near side stayed hot and molten for much longer. This meant the crust there was thin, like the skin on a pudding. Think of a pudding where the skin is fragile. Meanwhile, the far side cooled down quickly in the shadow. It grew a thick, tough armor. The far side grew an armor of rock that nothing could easily pierce. The crust there was miles thicker than on the near side. When asteroids hit the near side, they punched through the thin crust, letting lava bleed out and fill the holes. Those are seas. But on the far side, the crust was so thick that the lava stayed trapped inside. Every asteroid hit just left a permanent scar. And here's where it gets really weird. In 2019, scientists found something massive buried deep under the moon's largest, oldest crater. It is a heavy metallic mass, 5 times larger than the big island of Hawaii. It is sitting hundreds of miles underground. Is it an alien base? A buried city? Probably not. It is likely the iron-nickel core of the asteroid that hit the moon. Because the far side's crust was so cold and stiff, the asteroid's heart didn't sink to the center. It just got stuck there. It is like a giant bullet lodged in a wooden shield, a permanent reminder of the violence that shaped our little corner of space. But some scientists suggest an even crazier theory. They think Earth once had 2 moons, a smaller one that eventually crashed. Imagine Earth having 2 celestial partners long ago. One was smaller and destined to collide with the back of our current moon. Imagine a slow-motion car crash in space. This splat would have coated the far side in extra rock, making the crust thicker. It explains why the moon looks so lopsided. So why do we still see headlines about alien towers or geometric structures there? The culprit is actually your brain. We are wired for something called pareidolia. It's our evolutionary superpower to find faces and patterns. It's our way of making sense of messy data for survival. The same reason you see a smiling face in a toaster. You see faces in clouds or monsters in the shadows of your room. Your brain simply hates total unorganized chaos. When you look at a blurry, low-resolution photo of a jagged lunar mountain, your brain tries to fix it into buildings. But when we send high-definition cameras like the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, those cities vanish. They turn back into simple piles of dust. But wait, if we've now seen the far side in detail through high-res cameras, why are we still so obsessed with what's hiding there? Maybe because the far side is the only place in the solar system where we can hear the beginning of time. Because it's shielded by the moon's bulk, it's the quietest place near Earth. No radio, no TV, no human noise. This radio silence is why China sent the Chang-e 4 mission to land there in 2019. It was historic. For the first time, we had a robot exploring the forbidden territory. What did it find? Not green men or monuments. It found a desolate, beautiful world of dust and ancient physics. A place where we can build telescopes to listen to the Big Bang. A place where we can build telescopes to listen to the Big Bang without Earth's interference. Total silence in the lunar shadow. We often think the far side is mysterious because it's secret. But it is mysterious because it reminds us how little we know. We look at the moon and see a familiar friend. We always thought something was hidden from us. The far side of the moon isn't mysterious because it's secret. It's mysterious because it reminds us how easily we mistake the unknown. We mistake the unknown for the impossible. So next time you look at the moon, remember, you're only seeing half the story. The far side isn't a secret. It is a silent witness to our solar system's violent history. A history written in scars and dust. What do you think? Is the far side more honest than the side we see? What else are we missing in the darkness? Space is full of these masks. Every planet, every moon has a side it hides. Our journey of discovery has only just begun. We are just starting to peel back the layers of the cosmic onion. Does that thought excite you or make you feel small? Whatever your answer, the truth is always there, waiting in the silence. All we have to do is keep looking up and asking why. Thank you for joining me on this journey behind the curtain of the moon. There is so much more to explore together. The moon isn't lopsided by accident. It is a mirror of our own world, showing one face to the public and keeping the other for itself. Keep your curiosity alive and your eyes on the stars. The next big discovery might be hiding right behind a shadow. I'll see you in the next episode as we go beyond what is known. Stay curious, stay questioning, and stay beyond explained. Join our community of explorers. Hit subscribe and like to support our deep space investigations. Beyond Explained. What space mystery should we solve next? Tell us your ideas in the comments below.